Hi everybody, my name is Catherine Stewart and I'm of Pegasus Title Services and I own a title company. And I've realized that a lot of people don't know what a title company is or does. So if you're in the process of buying or selling a home, you're about to start work with the title company, but I'm going to start a little bit at the beginning here. So let's say that you've made the big step, you've decided that you're going to buy or you're going to sell a home. So who do you need? You need a realtor. It's the realtor that becomes your confidant through the entire process of buying or selling your home. It's the realtor that's either going to find you the home that you're going to purchase, or they're going to find the person who is going to buy your home from you. The realtor also will be the person who helps you with the appraisal for the home, with the home inspection. A lot of times they'll help you find a lender to help you finance the purchase of your home. And most importantly, they will also be the people that negotiate the terms of your contract. So now, congratulations, you've negotiated the terms of your contract. Everyone signed off at the contract. What happens next? How do we get to closing? What happens is the realtors, they find a title company or the seller or the buyer. It's whoever is paying for the title insurance. You're the one who picks the title company. So whatever title company is picked, the contract gets sent over to the title company. And the title company actually at that point kind of takes over the transaction and makes sure that the transaction closes on schedule. So me, Catherine from Pegasus Title Services, I received the contract. What do I do? My first steps is I actually review the contract and I make sure that, there's nothing missing. All the signatures are there. We're not missing any riders. So that's step number one. After that happens, then you start calendaring dates. When are the deposits due under the contract? When does the inspection or contingency period end? When does the financing contingency period end? And when is the closing date? A lot of times as well, the title company will actually act as the escrow agent under the contract. And what that means is the title company acts as the company that holds the deposits that the buyer has to make under the contract. They hold the deposits in escrow, in trust, until closing. So now we've calendared all the dates. What happens next? Usually, especially in Palm Beach County here in South Florida, there's an inspection period because most of the contracts here are as is. And what an inspection period is in our standard Florida Bar contract or Realtors Association contract, there's a provision in the contract for inspection period. And this gives each buyer a certain number of days where the buyer can do whatever inspections they want of the property. And in the course of that inspection period, in the course of, let's say, 10 days, if that's the amount of time that the parties have decided, in the course of that 10 days during the inspection period, the buyer can perform whatever inspections that they want of the property. And for whatever reason, if they find anything that they don't like about the property, they can say, you know what, I changed my mind. I don't want to buy this property anymore. I'm terminating the contract. I get my deposit back. All right. So, but let's say now it's day 11. So that means the inspection period has expired. The contract has gone hard. That's what we like to call it when the inspection period has expired. Because that means as of day 11, there's very limited reasons why either party can terminate the contract and walk away outside of perhaps if there is a financing contingency, meaning that the transaction is subject to the buyer getting financing. There's very limited reasons why the parties can walk away. So the contract has gone hard, and this is where the title company really starts doing all of its work. So for example, let's say that the contract was signed on April 1st, the closing is April 30th. What happens in between that time? That's when the title company takes over. It's the title company that's going to order the survey. It's the title company that's going to order all the lien searches, order the title work, and also prepare all the closing documents. So in the course of this period from April 1st to April 30th, the municipal lien searches come back, the title search comes back, and it's the title company's responsibility to review all of these reports to make sure that there's nothing there's nothing negative on the property, because it's the seller's responsibility to make sure that title or the property itself is transferred or conveyed to the buyer at closing with good, clear, marketable title, meaning there's no liens on the property, there's no mortgages on the property, there's nobody else that could come and claim any kind of an interest in the property. So that's what the title company's main responsibility is. It's to review all those reports, and if anything comes up on those reports, whether there's a utility lien, there's a code compliance issue, open permits, mortgages on the property, it's the title company that's going to review those reports, and if any of those things come up, it's their job to make sure that all of those things are taken off the property and resolved prior to closing, okay? So the other main function of a title company is they become the coordinator of the closing. They're the main communicator, and they're the ones who are supposed to be in charge to make sure that everyone is communicating with each other, because you're dealing with a lot of various parties, and it's not, you know, and everyone, it's a third party, so nobody really knows each other. So it's the title company that becomes the intermediary and the coordinator of the closing. So it's staying in communication with the seller and the seller's agent, the buyer and the buyer's agent, and the lender, and making sure that everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing, so that you can come to the closing table, sign off on all the documents, all the money is there, all the loan documents are there, all title issues have been cleared, and you close on schedule and you close seamlessly. So that's what a title company does. And I suspect that if you've ever bought or sold a home, this process may not have gone quite as seamlessly as I just explained. And that's why it's so important. It's equally as important as you finding a good realtor that you can trust to buy or sell your home. It's equally important to find a title company, a good title company, to ensure that this tumultuous process of buying and selling a home actually it becomes a seamless process that you can walk away from. So that's my little spiel on what a title company is. Thank you for listening, and I hope everyone joins me next week, where I would like to discuss title insurance, what title insurance is, why it's important, because I think that's something else that a lot of people don't know a whole lot about. So I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and thanks so much for listening. Bye.